Hello everyone and welcome back to the Chase Media channel. Today we're going to be flying, continuing our world challenge here with the Boeing 737-800 BBJ2. And today we're going to be departing Salvador and we're going to be flying to Recife. I hope I'm pronouncing it on somewhat right. Anyways, today's flight is going to take us about 1 hour to complete. With the setup, it's going to be take us another 40 minutes. Today we're going to be flying with the Active Sky, and we also will be flying with the BeyondATC.
BeyondATC connected.
That's right. For today's flight, we're also going to use FS2 crew as an assistant for today's flight. So with that being said, let's jump right into the cockpit and start setting up. Today we're going to be flying, by the way, a live weather, but not the exact time. We are 2 hours ahead of the original time here in Salvador. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and grab some flashlight here and turn on the emergency lights, turn on the battery, turn on the ground power, set the parking brakes. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
Okay. Let's go ahead and download our flight plan onto the iPad here. So so this is going to be our flight plan for today. Let's go to tablet here, download our flight plan there as well. Good. So let's go ahead and go onto the FMC here. We're going to be using our last known position.
I'm out for the walk around.
Okay, and for the origin we're gonna set Sierra Bravo, Sierra Victor, Sierra Bravo, Sierra Victor for Salvador, and code we're gonna use code set fuel, set payload, select RT request. Okay, so we set the payload according to the flight plan, and also we set the fuel according to the SBRF flight plan. Autopilot is ready, let's load it up. Back to the FMC, data uplink is ready, let's activate it. For the performance, okay, so zero fuel weight is 51.2, planned fuel is gonna be 10 tons, 0.2, and for the reserves that's gonna be 1.6 tons for the reserve. The cost index for today's flight, that's gonna be 12. The cost index is 12, and flight level, that's gonna be we're gonna be cruising at 350. And the average wind for today's cruise level, it's gonna be at 203 degrees at 1010 knots. For the temperature deviation, that's gonna be a plus 15 right there, so that's mean that's gonna be leaving us with minus 39. Height execute transition altitude will be 7,000 feet. Takeoff, we're gonna be planning for flaps 5. Takeoff TG 23.6 with a trim of 4.63. And as for our departure, we're gonna be planning for taking off via Bellevue 1 Alpha via Ilitat transition.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Thanks.
The crew is already on board, there's no need for that. Back onto the FMC. So for departure, we're going to be planning for departing runway 10. I don't think it's possible though. Well, you know what? Let's try it. Runway 10 is pretty short. Okay. No challenge accepted. Execute. For the approach, we're gonna be expecting an Anabex. We're gonna be arriving via Anabex 2. Anabex 2 Alpha to runway 18. So now we're going to be planning for flaps 15 because the runway 10 is way shorter. It's very short. It's about 4,500 feet. I think it's something like that. Okay, onto the radios and charts. I'll go ahead and open up some charts here. Let's go ahead and unload those. Import from SimBrief. As you can see, yeah, it's almost 5,000 feet. It's very short runway. Ah, no, it's the runway 17 that it's short. Yep. My bad. So we are going to be planning for flap 5. Those are expected speeds, and in case we're gonna need to come back, we're gonna use an ILS 10 Zulu approach, so let's tune into that. The frequency for that is 111 decimal 9er. 111 decimal 9er on both sides is set. For our destination, we're gonna be expecting runway 18, and we're gonna tune into that frequency as well, which is 110 decimal 30. I'm gonna set it on standby right here. The 80s here is on 127 decimal 75. So that will be ready for us shortly. Oxygen, my side is tested 100%. First officer side is tested 100%.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Very good. Configuration horn 1 is okay, 2 is okay, both are working just perfectly fine. Lights and switches are all good. Annunciator lights, mine okay. His lights are also perfectly fine. Very good. Let's go ahead and turn on the APU. Okay, so as APU is starting up, let's also go ahead and set our MCP panel here. So for the final course, we're gonna set it to 102. Heading, we also gonna set it to 102. And in final course on his side as well, we're gonna set it on 102 as well.
Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain.
Flight directors are on minus matches is slave. Autothrottle is armed. VNAV and ML are armed as well. V2 speed, that's gonna be 143. Yeah.
Don't sink.
Let's go to the tablet here.
Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slow.
And the takeoff will be.
Bank angle. Bank angle. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Okay, let's wait for that to complete. Let's wait for him to complete the test.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Right.
Wind shear. Wind shear.
So
Wind shear.
V1 will be 133. The rotate will be 135. And
TCAS test pass.
And V2 will be 142. Okay, so let's go to performance.
Hi,
And
here's the fuel
one
slip.
limit.
Thanks. Welcome. Have a nice flight.
081. Takeoff. And yeah, it is reset. Okay, so let's put again. The takeoff speed will be 1334 V1. V-rotate will be 135. V2 will be 142. Alright, so that is set. Very well then. And now we can go ahead tune onto the clearance delivery frequency. Clearance delivery. Recife at 118, that's a minor, so 11. That's amount 9 for Recife clearance delivery. Recife clearance delivery, night chase 1, radio check.
Night chase 1, reading you loud and clear.
BeyondATC connected.
Oh, for some reason it does not able to get a screen delivery. Let's see. The 132. That's modify. Let's go ahead and switch to our APU power, and we'll lose the ground power. Salvador clearance delivery. Night chase 1 is ready to copy IFR clearance to Recife.
Night chase 1, Salvador delivery. Expect runway 10, MEV 1 Alpha departure with the ILTA transition. Squawk 2634.
2, 6, 2, 3, 4. Runway 10 via Mavu transition, Habitat transition, squawk 2634. That was bad.
Night chase 1, read back correct. Contact ground 121.90 when ready for pushback or engine start.
121.9 when ready for push and start. Night chase 1.
Negative ground on 121.9.
121.9. Okay, so let's go ahead and prepare our briefing. So, thrust will be rated and noise abatement is not required. This is going to be our first flight. That's none. We're currently underway. TP is not required during takeoff. ATIC is not required. Departure via SID. Let's go ahead and start this briefing.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It will be a left seat takeoff, using rated thrust, planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will reject for fire, engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear. The crew member noticing the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers and disengage auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, raise speed brakes, apply maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with conditions and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed brake, and set the parking brake, advise the cabin, this is the captain speaking, remain seated, remain seated. I will then perform any necessary memory items or checklists as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I will initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we will continue the takeoff, rotate at VR, call positive rate gear up, and cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I'll call for a roll mode, then call confirm the failure. If required, we'll perform any necessary memory items, climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 to 1,000 feet AFL or TOCA, whichever is higher. Retract flaps on schedule. When flaps have been retracted at or above flaps up maneuver speed, call for level change if VNAV is not engaged. Set max continuous thrust, and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. The departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. LNAV and VNAV are armed. Flight directives are on. Mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Alright, done with the departure. Flight checklist. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Set 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal. Auto. Windows heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Wing 197. Altimeter 1012 set.
Heading 197. Altimeter 1012. Engine start levers. Engine start levers.
Off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Alright, we have about 8 minutes before departure, even less.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. As you locate your assigned seats, please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments. If you need assistance, contact the flight attendant. If you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also, review the safety instruction card in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes. Yes.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay, we are ready for push and start, so
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
There we
welcome
go.
on board our flight today.
Check.
Complete flight
before start checklist.
Please direct your attention to the
Before
cabin
start checklist.
for
Flight deck
safety
door closed and locked.
There is an
MCP.
instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this
142
aircraft.
heading 102
Regulations
altitude
require
10,000
information as well as all crew instructions.
Set.
Related information
Altitude
signed
10,000
placard.
Takeoff speeds.
Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your
V1
seatbelt, slip the
133
metal tab on
rotate
the buckle.
135
It is our
V2
policy that you keep your
140
seatbelt fastened at all
CDU
times
pre-flight.
while seated.
completed.
Doors are clearly
Rudder and
marked with
aileron
exit
trim.
signs and instructions
3 and
for door
0.
operation.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Each door is equipped
Completed.
with an escape sign.
Anti-collision light. On. Before start checklist
The
complete.
exit nearest you, the nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen masks will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask, place the elastic band around your head, and tighten by pulling on the end. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your seat bottom cushion may be used as a flotation
sequence
device.
is 1,
Pull up
then
and remove
2.
the cushion.
Check.
Upon exiting the aircraft, place your arms around the cushion and hold onto the straps located on the back. This is a non-smoking
Salvador
flight.
ground, night chase 1 is ready for push and start.
Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located above.
Aircraft calling for pushback, say call sign.
Salvador ground, night chase 1 is ready for push and start.
Night chase 1, Salvador ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
West, night chase 1. Okay. GSX, prepare push and start.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
So we're gonna be probably getting Juliet 1, Charlie Bravo for our taxi. And nose to the right. Nose to the right.
Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes are
Commence
released.
push. All engines clear.
Engine
Start
number
at wheel.
1.
Starting engine 1. Oil pressure. Starter cutout.
And
Number 1 stable.
start engine number 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure.
Preset parking brakes.
Parking brakes
Waiting
are
your
set.
confirmation for your engine start.
Starter cutout.
And
Number 2
is
stable.
Okay. Flaps 5.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Check.
Flight control check complete.
Unlocking gear.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall.
Check. Check.
Tow track disconnected.
Check. Auto brake.
Bypass
RTO.
engine.
Engine start levers.
Idle
Left is
the
clear.
plane.
Right is clear.
Flight controls.
Check.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
Clear on the left. Clear on the left. Clear left.
Checked. Clear right.
Salvador ground. Night Chase 1 is ready for taxi.
Night Chase 1, runway 10 taxi via Charlie.
Runway 10, taxi via Charlie, Night Chase 1.
Night Chase 1, contact Salvador Tower 118.95.
118.95. Night Chase 1. Yes, we haven't reached yet the runway, but because we are very close to it, so we're already
Flight deck.
transitioned.
Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
I'm very good. Okay, very short taxi here. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flap 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
4.6 units.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Salvador Tower Night Chase 1 is ready for departure at runway 10.
Night Chase 1, Salvador Tower, wind 285 at 2, runway 10, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 10, Night Chase 1.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Cancel checklist.
Approaching. 1.
Cancel checklist.
0.
Cancel checklist.
Approaching.
Oh, indeed.
1. 0.
Flap 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
4.6 units.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Runway entry procedure. Runway entry procedure.
Okay.
On runway.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
0.
Clear on the approach. Ready to go.
Take off.
Thrust set.
Airspeed alive.
80 knots.
Check.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
V2. Positive rate.
Positive rate.
Yeah.
Gear up.
Flap
400 feet. Speed checked.
Night Chase 1, reset transponder, squawk 2634.
Flaps 1 set.
Flap 2634, Night Chase 1.
Set.
Night Chase 1, contact Salvador control departure 129.45.
129.45, Night Chase 1. Flap.
Speed checked.
Salvador departure, Night Chase 1 is with you, flight level 3039, climbing 6,000.
Flaps up, set.
Night Chase 1, Salvador control departure identified, climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level 170, Night Chase 1. After takeoff checklist.
1,000 to level. After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew.
Okay.
Okay.
gonna go ahead and turn on the autopilot for monitoring, so we can squawk the correct code, because I see the faster crew did not make the change. That said, squawk 2634, squawk 2634. Transition set standard.
Standard set. Pass and flight level 093. Now.
Flight level 0. No.
Flight level 088 set.
Flight level
100. Flight level 180 set. Heavy release cabin.
Okay.
Okay.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
Autopilot off.
Okay, let's continue. Climb to 180. After 180, we can expect flight level 350.
Roger.
Night Chase 1, contact Recife radar 125.45.
125.45, Night Chase 1. Recife radar, Night Chase 1 with you, flight level 154, climbing flight level 170.
Night Chase 1, Recife radar identified, climb to flight level 350.
Climb to flight level 350, Night Chase 1.
To level.
That's flight level 350.
Flight level 850 set.
That's flight level 350.
Flight level 350 set.
Okay, let's continue climbing like crazy with the vertical speeds here, about 3,000 feet per minute. Okay, let's go ahead and switch on to the autopilot.
Autopilot on.
VNAV is on. So now it's about 8:52 Zulu time, and we're gonna be descended about 28 minutes. Yeah, about 28 minutes. So we still climbing. Let's go ahead and put our wings, and then go over to the radius here. Let's reach to our destinations ILS frequency. Of course, my side 183.
183 set.
Heading 183.
183 set.
Of course, your side 183.
183 set.
That's good. So final course set. The minimum that's gonna be at of 227 feet. Go ahead 227. And that is set. Focus uplink is ready. Let's load it up. Descend focus uplink. Let's hit execute. And onto the EFB. Of course, we're gonna check that stage later on before our descent. So we're gonna be expecting a runway 180. That's important information from the aircraft and from the weather. Let's hit the execute. VWAP is gonna be expected 145. Flap will be 30. So let's enter that. Flaps 30 at 145. So that's the speed we're gonna be expecting at our landing. I love the eyebrow windows. It's I wonder if the Max has any eyebrow windows. I think it doesn't. But let's research it for a moment. And the Max A does not have eyebrow windows. Too bad. So it says on all the Boeings that it's manufactured up to until the early 2000s, the cockpit featured a couple of small X windows located diagonally above the pilot's heads. Those were nicknamed eyebrow windows due to anatomically just because they played just about the main windows. Okay, then the primary proposal of the airport windows for better visibility, improved visibility during night turns, especially during visual approaches, runways, spotting traffic, aerial navigation. Yeah, it's also said that the pilots do not like those actually because of the extra light that comes from them. Anyways, no eyebrow windows on the Max 8 or the other versions of the 737. We are expecting Max 737 Max from the PMDG in just about a few months. We did announce this 777 that is coming about in, I think it's coming about just in 2 months or so, and they said that they're going to be releasing the 737 Max between those versions. That is I do wait for the Max variation to appear in the PMDG, you know, all the flying doors and stuff. Should be fun. We're going to be reaching our cruising level in about 5 minutes or so. As you see, the autopilot is climbing us up to 35,000 feet with a vertical speed of 1,000 per minute. And the descent will begin in just about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, so 150 nautical miles to descend, and that will be at 9:20. So we have 20 minutes of cruising.
1000 to level.
We're gonna have an aircraft just about 1,000 above us. 1,000 feet above us. I can't see anyone though. A cloud? A lot of clouds. Okay, so we have about 80 almost 80 nautical miles before our distance, so let's go ahead and brief our co-pilot here. So, Mr. Porchalter will be 4,000 feet, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go take a glimpse at that. So we're going to be expecting an ILS approach Zulu, runway 18 ILS Zulu approach. So Mr. Porchalter will be 4,000 at finality with 1,700, and then minimums that's gonna be 227, and we will be arriving at the gate after with 30. Approach will be ILS, and arrival procedure will be via start. So let's go ahead and brief him.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. Final approach fixed altitude is 1,700 feet. Decision altitude is 227 feet. Missed approach altitude is 4,000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
So he set the door to break to level 3. all good and all set. Oh, it's 13 minutes before our descent, even less. Okay, so as you can see, the VRF is updated to 141, so we will be setting that's updated to the 141. That's set. I think that's going to be a good time to go ahead and do the descent checklist, so let's go ahead. Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 50 feet. Recall. Checked. Auto brake. Level 3. Landing data.
We are up 141, minimums 227 feet.
VREF 141, minimums 227 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
So I'm going to plan to race up. So race up, we have the Pinto Martis. Porto Zella International Airport in Brazil. This is going to be our next flight. Okay, we're gonna be descending just about 7 minutes or so, even less. Okay, descend at 40 nautical miles. So we're gonna radio the ATC here, but 10 nautical miles before our descent, so we can start our descent on time. Reason our right engine more operation than the left. Going to change it. Okay, so we're waiting for the fuel to balance here. It's nothing crucial though, but I like it to be all the same number. When it is crucial, it's lighting up in yellow.
Center fuel pumps off.
And we are ready for our descent. Rise up radar, Night Chase 1 is ready for our descent.
Night Chase 1, Ambi 2 Alpha, runway 18, descend to flight level 070.
Anna B2A, arrival runway 18, descend flight level 070, Night Chase 1. Alright, set flight level 070.
Flight level 070 set.
Okay, let's go ahead to the FMC. Descend now, hit execute. So we are expecting on 18. Okay, we're going to be expecting to exit probably on Lima. In worst case scenario, that's going to be Charlie. Parking spots. We're gonna be requesting probably
Night Chase 1, contact Recife radar 125.15.
contact Recife radar on 125.15, Night Chase 1. Negative.
Negative, Recife radar on 125.15.
125.15, Night Chase 1. Right, radar, Night Chase 1 is at flight level 310, descending flight level 070.
Night Chase 1, Recife radar identified.
Alright, so we're gonna be probably set planning for one way, for gate, let's plan for gate 15. Okay, that's not gonna be possible, then we're gonna be using or a bit 17. This also. Let's go to the FMC here. Progress, and we will be arriving at where rise up in about 20 minutes or so. 5,000 feet at other 87 there. The next point in just about 3 minutes that we have climate traffic just ahead of us. It's about 6,000 below, 6,000 feet below us right now, and 45,000. Rashida. Feet. Exploration. You can barely see him. the tornado on our left and on our right side. Papa won't be able to see me though.
Night Chase 1, contact Recife control approach 129.6.
129.6, Night Chase 1.
Negative, Recife control approach on 129.6.
129.6, Night Chase 1. Recife control approach, Night Chase 1 with you, flight level 135, descending flight level 070.
Night Chase 1, verify information India.
That is Night Chase 1, have information India.
Night Chase 1, Recife control approach QNH 1010, expect the ILS Whiskey runway 18 with the RF 011 transition.
Expect ILS Whiskey 18 with RF 1011 transition. QNH 1010, Night Chase 1. Departure approach ILS Whiskey with RF 011 transition. It execute. Let's also set some markers. So Sierra Bravo Romeo Foxtrot, Sierra Bravo Romeo Foxtrot. I want 5 nautical miles from it, and I want 10 nautical miles from it. and I 116 nautical miles from the airport.
Flight level 100. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. To level.
Tray tables are in their upright positions. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or an overhead bin. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. Thank you.
Transition set altimeter 1010.
One zero set passing 7,300. Now.
Night Chase 1, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1010.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1010, Night Chase
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 50 feet. Recall.
Night Chase 1, cleared direct to off 011, crosser off 011 at or above 3,000 feet, cleared ILS Whiskey runway 18.
RF 011, course RF 011 at 3,000 feet, cleared ILS Whiskey runway 18. Night Chase 1. Cancel checklist. Cancel checklist. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it your way. VREF 141, minimum 227 feet.
VREF 141, minimums 227 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed. Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters?
1010 set.
1010 set. Approach checklist completed. Thousand to level.
Set Mr. Porch altitude.
4,000 set.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1 set. Radio altimeter alive. Cabin crew, take your seats. Speed checked. Flaps 5 set.
At Mr. Porch altitude.
4,000.
Night Chase 1, contact Recife Tower 125.25.
125.25, Night Chase 1.
Roger.
Negative tower on 125.25.
125.25, Night Chase 1. Recife Tower, Night Chase 1, runway 18. ILS Whiskey.
Night Chase 1, Recife Tower continue.
Roger, Night Chase 1. Flat 15, gear down.
Speed checked. Speed brake up.
Gear down, flat 15.
Speed checked. Speed brake up. Gear down. Flaps 15 set.
Flat 30.
Speed checked. Flaps 30 set.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continues.
Speed brake. Final approach fix.
Night Chase 1, wind 270 at 5, runway 18, cleared to land.
And the runway 18, Night Chase 1. Say again.
Speed brake. Double check that, please. Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 30, green light.
Landing checklist completed. Autopilot off. 1,000 feet, stable. Feet.
400. 300.
Approaching minimums.
Approaching minimums.
Continue.
200. Minimums. Minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up. Reversers normal. Auto brake disarm. $60 knots.
Night Chase 1, exit left next available taxiway.
Exit left next available taxiway, Night Chase 1. Okay to clean up.
Roger.
Night Chase 1, contact ground 121.85.
121.8.85.
We'd like to thank you for flying with us.
Oopsie.
Negative, ground on 121.85.
121.85, Night Chase 1.
Negative, ground on 121.85.
121.85, Night Chase 1. Oh my god.
Negative, ground on 121.85.
121.85.
Negative, ground on 121.85.
Yeah.
Ground 121.85, Night Chase 1.
Yeah.
APU on the buses.
It's a ground, Night Chase 1 is ready for taxi for the gate to the gates.
Night Chase 1, welcome to Guararapes Gilberto Freyre Airport. Pay parking or advise if need assignment.
Night Chase 1, request gate 16.
Night Chase 1, Gate 6. Scenery at this airport is incomplete and a taxi route cannot be created. Taxi at pilot's discretion.
Okay. Taxi pilot discretion, Night Chase 1. Okay, we do not want gate 6, we did want gate 16. Gate 16. Okay. And this is sending us for the ramp. Let's see what. Waiting for us? I think they are now. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the assignment that Microsoft ATC has prepped for us all. Lights and doors.
3 minutes. Checked. Cabin crew disarm doors and cross-check.
Hey, buddy.
Checked.
Just walking around the ground. The cockpit, I don't think it's pretty much a good idea to be around me right now. Parking belts are set, and the engines are up. Let's go ahead and request jetways to be connected. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off. Probe heat off. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps. Parking brake.
Release.
Engine start levers.
Up.
Weather radar.
Off.
Off. Shutdown checklist completed.
Wish we had an weather. Then request 40. To the aircraft. Switch to ground power. Let's turn off the APU.
Roger.
Secure checklist.
Secure checklist. IRS off. Emergency exit lights off. Window heat off. Packs off. Secure checklist complete.
I have to feel that we had a firm landing this time. Is that the case? Yeah, 233 feet per minute. Let's go ahead and synchronize it.
All aircraft be advised information Juliet now current QNH 1010.
Let's shut it down completely. So far, ground power is going off and battery is going off as well. And everything is shut. Thank you very much for joining in for this stream. I much appreciate if you like and subscribe and follow me on Twitch. And if you like my videos, you are more than welcome to download them in the link in the description below. Have a great day.